All right, guys. So we're gonna call this stolen inheritance part 8. um, we haven't talked about this subject for a while, but obviously, you guys know me being at my age, I don't like waiting on something that belongs to me, especially when it can change your whole life, your destiny, your future, make other people's lives better, and stuff like that. But let's just get to it and chime in.
Welcome the anointed ones. They thought they could steal from destiny itself and get away with it. That's right. Imagine someone reaching into your life, snatching what was rightfully yours and smiling like it's just another Tuesday. But here's the shocking truth. 78% of financial fraud and inheritance theft cases collapse within the first year when insiders start talking. In other words, what seems buried forever has a way of clawing its way back to the surface, and often with witnesses you never expected. Now picture this. The very people who laughed, schemed, and counted your inheritance as theirs are waking up at 3 a.m., sweating, scrolling through messages, and wondering who's going to expose us next. That's the sound of...
If I was these people, I wouldn't be able to sleep either. That's why I made the video yesterday talking about the walls just closing in on them, because I try to imagine myself stealing something from somebody, especially when you're talking about a large amount of money, properties, land. I mean, we're talking about a lot here, guys, a whole lot. How you gonna? I mean, it's not like you stole a candy bar from the store here. We're talking about land, property, money, and you steal that from somebody. That's you're still in a legacy. You're still in a fortune. You're still in a dynasty. Okay, it's not just that person's lives. It's that person's lives and the lives of other people that individual can change. I wouldn't be able to sleep either if I stole something like that from somebody. I mean, that's we're not talking about stealing cookies here, y'all.
Karma tapping politely on their doors, with a spotlight so bright it blinds them from their own lies. And here's the twist. You're not just watching this unfold. You're at the center of it. Every lie they planted, every secret they thought was safe, is now unraveling in real time. The whistleblower is not just a hero. They're the domino that triggers the collapse of an empire built on your stolen inheritance. So buckle up, because what they stole wasn't just money, it was your legacy. And now the very people who tried to play gods over your life are about to learn a lesson in cosmic comedy. The universe never forgets, it only takes its time. And yes, sometimes it laughs at them while doing it. This is not a story of revenge. This is a story of inevitable justice, explosive revelations, and the unstoppable return of what's rightfully yours. Number one, their panic is your revelation. Their panic is not random. It's a signal of truth surfacing. When people steal, manipulate, or...
Yeah, they definitely panicking, guys, because my I don't know how YouTube has this thing configured. Some of you guys might notice that my YouTube channel has basically been hijacked, at least in the comment section. There are a lot of lawsuits that are going to be going out, that are already out, based on me, stolen mail, all kind of things that were stolen from me. My life has basically been hijacked, but then my life has been hijacked by angels as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on around this situation, guys, and that's why you see a lot of supernatural things happening with me. We're not just talking about stealing cookies here, guys. We're talking about a legacy. We're talking about huge lawsuits. There's a lot involved. Very frustrating for me because I just want to, get on a dating market again and make some woman out there extremely happy and move on my life, but caught up in all this BS, man. I just hope it ends soon. But anyway, yeah, I definitely wouldn't be able to sleep, if I stole some shit like that from somebody. It don't make no damn sense.
Take what isn't theirs. They carry a constant, invisible weight. It doesn't matter how many walls they build, how many lies they tell, or how many people they bribe to keep the secret. Guilt has a way of breaking through. And now, as the whistleblower comes forward, exposing the stolen inheritance, that invisible weight becomes visible. Every anxious call they make, every sleepless night, every rushed explanation is a symptom of the pressure mounting on them. Stress isn't just stress in this case, it's the echo of the crime catching up to them. They are not just worried about losing face. They are terrified of losing control over the web of deception they created. Their panic reveals more than fear. It exposes cracks in their armor that they assumed were unbreakable. Their stress is also a reflection of power shifting. They once held the advantage because they controlled information, because they could manipulate outcomes behind the scenes. But when the truth starts coming out, suddenly that power evaporates. What they thought was untouchable is no longer untouchable. The panic you see is proof that the tables have turned.
Let me give you advice for any wannabe criminals out there. If you want to do something so criminal, you probably better do it by yourself, because if you involve a lot of other people, all you're gonna, especially when you're dealing with money, all you're gonna have to do is, all that's gonna happen is people are gonna snitch. There's no way you can involve a lot of people in theft when it has to do with money and don't expect that somebody's gonna snitch off. And then you gotta worry about you stealing money from people. You gotta worry about those people who you bribe to steal money from, that they're gonna now try to steal your money because you're all criminals. These people don't even get along. It's wild, y'all. It's so wild. But I tell y'all guys something. Women are so intuitive, man. It's like I see women out here who I have never spoken to, who see me out in public, who know something's coming. I don't know how they know, but they know something big's coming my way. And I'm just like, oh God, please, man, I want to get back on the dating scene. Can you like wrap this thing up? But guys, I don't get too far into that either, because allegedly we live in the last days and I'm some kind of angel just here on assignment. But you know what I mean? Bible says angels don't get married. So I can't get too hyped up about anything, about money, about women, about nothing. Because there's a lot more problems in this world other than what's happening in my personal life and you guys' personal life. It's just so much going on in this world.
It's proof that their schemes are unraveling in real time. It's a reaction that confirms your position, your rights, and your legitimacy. They're stressed because they see, maybe for the first time, that they aren't the ones dictating the outcome anymore. That's the essence of this moment. Their panic isn't just emotional, it's factual. The exposure of your inheritance triggers a series of events they cannot control, and their fear is proof that the truth is unstoppable. The irony is brutal. They thought their deception could last forever. They assumed their stolen advantage was permanent. And now, their panic is both evidence and entertainment. It shows you exactly how fragile their position was all along. They are losing, and they know it. Their stress is the universe's way of confirming that justice isn't coming. It's already happening. Every frantic move, every hurried lie, every sleepless hour only accelerates the reckoning. Their panic is not just an emotional reaction. It's a confirmation that what belongs to you is returning. If
I involved a bunch of people in stealing some money, I would not be able to sleep at night, because I would be worried not just about the authorities. I would be worried about the criminals that are involved in it. I'd be thinking, okay, now they trying to. It's like nobody can get the money because everybody is trying to sacrifice the next person. Until nobody has. They got cartoons about this. That's why I say that this is one big Scooby-Doo cartoon. They got cartoons about this. Criminals working together to steal money, and then next thing you know, one of the criminals turn on other criminals. Then that other criminal turn on another criminal. Until the next thing you know, there's no money for nobody because everybody got a knife behind their back trying to do the other one in. It don't make no damn sense, y'all.
Fear proves that the stolen cannot stay stolen, and that the moment of truth is not only near, it is unavoidable. Number 2, secrets leak faster than lies. Travel. Secrets never stay buried, and lies never last forever. Mm-hmm. What they thought was hidden, the theft of your inheritance, the manipulation, the falsified records, was never as invisible as they believed. Every action they took left a trail, whether in emails, bank transfers, casual conversations, or careless mistakes. These are the breadcrumbs that lead straight back to them, and a whistleblower is the one finally following the trail with eyes wide open. The exposure isn't a random act of courage. It's the inevitable consequence of a system built on deception. The truth has a way of finding someone who will speak it.
They obviously have to change some laws, man. Nobody should be getting their inheritance stolen, man. Nah, they're gonna have to change some laws. I mean, if I have a son, obviously, something's gonna have to be different for me to think about leaving somebody an inheritance. Nobody should be come in and be able to steal somebody's inheritance, man. Laws must be changed, and they will be changed.
And the more they try to silence everything, the louder it becomes. What they considered their advantage, their secret leverage, is now their...
If they don't make a movie about this situation, I'll be shocked, because I don't know if there are any movies out there about how far people are willing to go to steal somebody's inheritance. I don't know. I got to look it up. But this whole situation with me, if a movie don't come out about this, I will be absolutely shocked.
biggest weakness. Every hidden transaction, every attempt to manipulate outcomes, every lie told to cover a lie now exists in plain sight for someone willing to confront it. The whistleblower is not creating the problem, they're simply revealing it. What's astonishing is that the documents, the recordings, the evidence, the small inconsistencies they ignored, they all start speaking louder than any denial. Even the people who were too scared or too greedy to act before are suddenly witnesses to the truth. The secrecy they relied on collapses as soon as someone refuses to stay silent. The impact is both immediate and psychological. They are being watched, analyzed, and exposed in ways they never considered. Their comfort zones are shattered, and the stress of exposure grows.
Every single person in my family, in my immediate family, knew. I don't care how silent they was. I don't care where they live. Every single one of them knew what was going on with this stolen inheritance situation. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. We're going to call this Stolen Inheritance Part 8. And we're going to pick up on this later, all right? Talk to y'all later. Peace.